Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope all of you are doing well, inshallah. It's been a long time. It's been when I try to analyze my social media, I see that I've been a little bit disconnected from you guys for a long time now. I was sharing updates and everything. Got back to work, dragged myself back to work somehow. But of course, I was going through a very tough period of my life after the passing away of my father, and it had been a difficult journey. A lot of you know that I was doing journalism, but then I had to take a break from that as well because it was getting difficult for me. I was not recovering well, and I think so it was unfair to the cause. But of course, we did brilliant work, at Pakistan now, and I'm really proud of that chapter of my life, and will continue to do so in the future as well. So, but now I feel that I went through my anxiety, and call it depression or PTSD or whatever the fancy term for it is. And before now, people used to come and they would talk about it, or if a friend used to use a loved one, and you spend time with that person, trying to empathize with them. But to be honest, I'll make this confession today: I never understood their pain. And people who have lost loved ones, or people who have gone through a trauma, that particular trauma, they are the people who can relate the best with you, to understand, because they can empathize the best with you, to understand what sort of a situation you're going through. I was telling a brother yesterday, and I was telling my wife also, that in the last 2-3 days I was feeling that I have this choking feeling, that somebody is choking me. And that's the sort of feeling that you're living with. You're feeling congestion in your chest. You're feeling in your head itself, there's a million thoughts are moving around in your head. You could have done this, I could have done that. Like if I'm thinking about my father, for example, I would think, what if I had done chemo? What if I had done radiation? What if I had done this, right? And you're trying to build up these scenarios and everything. And you're trying to move on, actually. You're trying to move on, right? And people feel that moving on means that you just want to move on from this, that you just forget about it, that you have lost a father. But what you want to move on from? You want to move on from hurting, from feeling hurt. You're feeling hurt every day. So you want to move from that feeling, and from that feeling, to move on from that feeling is not easy. It's not as easy as people put it. That even I would have been guilty of doing that with other people, who had lost loved ones, who had gone through trauma or something. That वो होता है ना, हम कहते हैं वो देखो दूसरे के हालात कैसे हैं यार, उसके कितने मुश्किल हालात हैं, तो तुम अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करो. अच्छा, ऐसी चीज़ें वैसे sometimes I person like me, I feel okay also when people talk about that. I love having conversations, so I do not mind that. नमाज के बारे में कहा जाता है, डेफिनेटली सुकून है उसके अंदर. That's definitely something. ये खैर आपने डिप्रेशन के लिए तो नहीं करना, ये तो it's your purpose of life. You connect with the Lord above, who's all powerful, who's all generous, who is all gracious, who is the merciful, who is the forgiver. तो वो आपको क्यों नहीं, आपको क्या कहते हैं, आराम देगा, वो आपको सुकून क्यों नहीं देगा? So he will do that. So definitely he's going to do that. And but one of the things I want to talk about in this video is that time is a luxury, right? So how was I able to get time to regain my energies, and that I'm not 100% recovered, and I don't think so I will recover 100% till the end of my life, but I feel much better today, and that's why I'm making this video, because I want to connect with you people more. I was able to get time. Time is a luxury. You have to pay your bills. Can you leave your job today to just set yourself there, set your mind and feel refreshed, and you regain your energies? And is your employer going to give you that time? Most probably you're going to get the answer as no, as how things are in the society. But alhamdulillah, I was very fortunate that the type of people I was surrounded with, it was not a luxury for me also, because I have my own set of responsibilities. I have my own family to look after, right? So even time is not a luxury for me, but it's something that I got in abundance. And how did I get that? I got it through my friends. I got it through my family members. I got it through my employer. Except for one employer who I have no regrets, because everyone do not have that. They are not that strong enough. They are not, and I'm not criticizing them. They do not have that. क्या कहते हैं, हिम्मत नहीं होती उनमें, या हौसला नहीं होता कि they cannot continue supporting you and giving you time, and making things easy for you so that you could recover better. And I have no complaints, and it's better actually to end a relationship than to basically drag a dead horse actually. So apart from one or two employers who very recently had to say that they would have to find someone new to work with, I never lost a client apart from them. Not a client, not a single client. I've been working with around, it's my bad, I forget how many organizations I've been working with, but I'm working in the range of 10 to 15 organizations. I've been helping them with different assignments. So they were there with me, and they gave me their time. They actually gave my time back to me. You are employed, you're doing this work, look at the operations, you look at the programs, look at the daily reporting and everything, and you don't want to go to the field, don't go to the field till you feel better, till you feel motivated, till you could come back on the field and narrate the stories how you used to narrate. And nobody pushed me, and I'm so grateful to them, to the people, to the organizations I've been working with, be it Wasila Foundation, be it One Ummah, be it Islamic Relief, be it Human Relief Foundation, be it Falah Foundation, be it Khaja Gharib Nawaz Trust, be it this one. See, I've started forgetting names. I'm forgetting names now. So yeah, so all these organizations, they have been there for me, and they gave me that time, and my friends gave me my time. They came out early from their jobs, and they sat with me. They took my family out. They gave me time. They sat with me till late in the hours, and way into the morning, to be there for me, to hear me, to listen me out. And I cannot do justice in expressing my gratitude to them. And I cannot certainly do any justice in thanking my family, my wife, my sister, my mother, my in-laws, my maternal uncles, my paternal uncles, everyone, each and everyone. I cannot thank enough. So these things are a reality, and when these things happen in your circle, be it in your friend circle or family circle, people lose a loved one or go through a traumatic experience, or people who are working with you, most importantly, give them time, give them support. If they are not able to come to work 5 times a week, allow them to come 3 times a week for a couple of months. Allow them to work on reduced hours. Give them the opportunity to work 50% of their work from home. I'm just saying, giving examples, and 50% they can come to the office. Give them that time. If their therapy session is coming during the work hours or something, give them time. Help them in that time. Do not deduct their wages. They will get back to you, and you will earn your profits, and you will do your work, and you will get success and everything. They work hard for you, and it's really important that you're able to give that time to people who matter. So anyways, to sum this up, I'll be coming back more with these videos now, more often, like maybe a couple of times every week. I'm going to be participating more on the social media. I've been away from you guys. We were doing wonderful work in rebuilding homes for people, to install these do these water projects that we have been doing for the past 10-15 years in Sindh and all over Pakistan. We're going to boost that as well, and we're carrying out some projects related to child protection and social protection of children, of vulnerable communities and everything. So I'll be discussing that with you guys. We're building up a huge school, mashallah, and you will hear the plan and you will love it. In Lahore, through Wasila Foundation, we are launching a diabetic clinic, which is going to be one of the largest diabetic clinics in Lahore, and maybe even in times to come, even at a national level. But the point is not to have a big infrastructure or something. The point is to reach out to patients, who are not able to afford their medicines for their diabetes, or they're not able to take care of their injuries in the foot, and they're not able to afford insulin. So we're going to do that. We're launching this project. It's going to take another 40-45 days. We are into our, now we are renovating the place and refurbishing the premises and equipping it. So it's going to take another 40 to 45 days, and inshallah, by mid of August or by end of August, inshallah, it will be there. It will be for you all to go. Whoever is suffering from diabetes, they will be able to get. People who cannot afford, non-affording patients will get their treatments free of charge, and they would just have to pay a small token fees. Even if they cannot pay that, even then they will get the treatment and everything. So That huge project is getting launched as well. So I'm actually, yeah, I told you guys of that. I've took a break and everything, but of course we were still doing all this work in the shadows, and we all were doing all this work in the shadows, and we'll continue to do that. And I will continue to write about things that most of the people do not like. Yes, there's a particular leader I do not like, and I've been consistently writing about that gentleman for the past 10-15 years, and I'm going to write for another 10-15 years if I have to. And if I have to, I definitely would. And I will, and I would not say to you that, कि यार मैंने जो है ना वो ये मेरी, this is my profile, this is my social media, and this is my post. You are not going to come and comment against the person, maybe a political ideology I support. You can come and criticize that. If I'm criticizing the one you like, please come and grill me down. I have no problems, but let's talk with facts. Let's talk with evidence. ऐसे हवा में बात करने का क्या फ़ायदा है? ठीक है यार, वो हैंडसम है, वो प्यारा है, वो ये है, वो चलता कैसे है, वो देखो ना उसकी टिकटॉक पे वीडियोस कैसी हैं, वो देखो किसी से डरता नहीं है, वो मुल्क के अंदर बैठा हुआ है. But then people would have double standards for they would not use that same measurement, that same scale for other leaders and everything. So yeah, I'll continue to write about that. I'll continue to write about that hypocrisy in the society, and I'll continue to write about that. I will do that, and I will criticize. Don't worry, I will not mince my words when it will come to expressing my thoughts, and I don't want you to mince your words. Please write at will against whatever I write. I love reading your comments. I love to hear your thoughts. Yes, I don't like to be like when people go abusive or something, they'll cut your throat and this and that. Aapne kaise ye bol diya? Then those are the things that really disturb you, and then you lose your sleep. Yeah, those are the things that that sort of conversations we can't have. Yeah, or sometimes a person would come and say that तुम अपना काम करो ना, तुम ये क्यों कर रहे हो? But what is my charity work? Whatever I do, what has that got to do with my political opinion? Like when I came into the charity sector and when I used to write about politics or do activism, political बातें के ऊपर अगर बात करता था, भाई political बातें क्या है? इस मुल्क के बारे में है ना, मसले मसाइल हैं. We're talking about that. So why would I not talk about it? Because I'm in the charity sector, I'll not talk about it. I'll not talk about the hypocrisy in the society, क्योंकि यार donors नाराज हो जाएंगे. और यार आप नहीं नाराज होते, मैंने देख लिया आप लोगों को. People don't get people who want to find a reason to hate you, they will find a reason to hate you. And I wish them a speedy recovery and complete shifa. उससे ज़्यादा मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? I can pray for your well-being, and I'm always there for you. There's some people who would come and say that यार तुम अपनी जॉब करो ना, अपना काम करो, ये क्या पोस्ट कर रहे हो? यार वो मैंने तुम्हें मैसेज किया हुआ था, तुमने उसका रिप्लाई नहीं दिया, तुमने ये पोस्ट कर दिए. या आपके मैसेज का मैंने रिप्लाई नहीं दिया, वह लोगों को आप टाइम और स्पेस तो देंगे ना. यू नीड टू गिव टाइम एंड स्पेस. लाइक वो पुराना ज़माना अच्छा नहीं था जब टेलीफोन बजता था, उसके बाद दूसरी दफ़ा नहीं बजता था, क्योंकि जो कॉल वाला करता था लैंडलाइन पे उसको पता होता था यार ये अगले के घर पे नहीं होंगे. मगर अब मोबाइल पे वो 3 दफ़ा आपको कॉल करेगा, या ऐसे मुझे पिक नहीं किया फिर से पिक करें. अच्छा यार ये व्हाट्सएप पे ऑनलाइन है, ये मेरे मैसेजेस नहीं खोल के पढ़ रहा. यार मैं क्यों पढ़ूँ? If it's your work messages and you're going to send me 50 messages, or if I am going to read those messages when I am on my work schedule, and when I say हाँ यार ये मैंने ये करना है, मैं तब आपकी communication पढ़ूँगा. It's not important that I'll be reading your email as it will be popping on my phone at 2 a.m. in the morning. I'll read it tomorrow, right? Even if it's a personal message. Oh please खुदा का वास्ता है यार, कुछ don't send these 10 minutes. खैर मेरी वीडियो 13-14 मिनट की हो गई है, but please do not send these क्या कहते हैं यार, खुदा का वास्ता 8-8 10-10 मिनट के कौन ऑडियो मैसेज भेजता है यार? Keep it short, keep it like, I know it doesn't make sense because it's 14 minutes already on this video right now, but for God's sake 10 मिनट का कौन ऑडियो मैसेज भेजता है? Write it down what you want to say. Just write it down. Because you're 10 minutes and I have to hear you for 10 minutes, right? So you could have just written it down, or you could have actually given a call, hey, or if I'm missing your calls, you could just say, yeah, what's a good time to talk, right? Rather than, I hear you for 10 minutes and then I speak, 10 minute की बात होगी तो शायद उसको जवाब देने में भी वो time लगेगा. And that becomes a really long conversation, man. How come you guys can have that much time? 10 मिनट के कौन मैसेजेस भेजता है? बट दैट्स व्हेन आई एम एबल टू रिलेट, व्हेन माय बॉसेस यूज्ड टू से, यार तुम 2 पेज की इतनी लंबी ईमेल भेज देते हो, तुम 10 पेज की पोस्ट लिख देते हो. सो नाउ आई कैन फील एंड आई रिलेट टू दैट, So even I'm a little bit guilty when it comes to that. But man, it's great to reconnect with all of you, and I think we'll be doing a lot of great work, and we'll have these conversations. कोई सेट नहीं है, पीछे कुछ नहीं है, अपने कमरे में बैठा हुआ हूँ. Sometimes I'll do it from my room, sometimes I'll do it from my office, but we'll reconnect and we'll start doing the work that we've been carrying out for the past 15 years, and we'll not stop doing it. So be it the work on the ground for the communities that need our help, or talking about the pressing issues of this country and of this region. We'll continue to talk about that. Thank you everyone for your support, and a big shout out to all those who supported me in this really tough time. I'm really grateful to you for your generosity and for your empathy. और empathize करें, understand other people's feelings, बहुत ज़रूरी है. That would be my message to end. But there's another thing actually I want to end it with. This is an interesting thing. A professor came from US and asked me, what could be one thing that we should do correctly in Pakistan that will, fix all the issues of Pakistan. And I was like, it's very difficult to actually. वो तभी हमारी क्रिटिसिज्म होते हैं. मैं स्टार्टअप कल्चर के अंदर जब भी एलिवेटर पिक्चर्स के बारे में बात होती है, मैंने कहा आई डोंट बिलीव इन दैट. How could you explain something in a couple of minutes, a business idea or something? It doesn't make sense. Agar people want to invest in your idea or want to interest to learn about your idea, don't make it time barred. Let the other person speak, and hear him out. So I think that is very important, that we need to hear out people, and we need to give people time. बेशक इमोशनल सपोर्ट के थ्रू हो, या बेशक एम्प्लॉयमेंट पे हो, या जो भी चीज़ हो, गिव पीपल टाइम. So anyhow, coming back to that point where that professor came and asked me that, क्या इसका एक solution हो सकता है? You can't sum it up in a couple of lines, but I said, if I have to give you a short answer, the short answer would be that allow people to talk, allow people to have discourse, allow people to have debate, allow that. रोके नहीं किसी को बात करने से, बात करने दे लोगों को बात करने दे. लोग अपने बात करके खुद अपने मसलों का हल जो है वो निकाल देंगे. कोई रस्तो नहीं है, कोई सुकरात नहीं है, ठीक है, कोई फैंटास्टिक डार नहीं है, कोई फैंटास्टिक मिफ्ता इस्माइल नहीं है, राइट? लेट पीपल टॉक एंड पीपल विल फाइंड देयर ओन सॉल्यूशंस, राइट? सो एनीवेज, we'll stay in touch, and I'm happy to be back and to be connected with you guys. It's been a long time. Sorry for disappearing on you guys, but I think so it was needed. So thank you. If you're watching till now, well, you need a break now. So I'll be doing a couple of videos every week. So see you again either this week, or we'll meet again in the coming week, inshallah. Take care of yourself and stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum.